Rapper Kanye West did something kind of amazing on Twitter today and articulated or appeared to articulate his support for President Trump. One of his tweets read, and he's still tweeting right now, but one read this way: "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob cannot make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have a right to independent thought." Well, the president responded to this by tweeting, "Thank you, Kanye, very cool." After the tweets, West's Twitter following, which was enormous, plunged, I think this is right, by more than 9 million followers. What do we make of all of this? Jason Whitlock is an anchor with Fox Sports 1, and he joins us tonight. So, Jason, I'm not sure I understand exactly what's going on here. It seems maybe Kanye West decided that he's allowed, as a citizen of a free country, to say exactly what he wants to say. What's your read on this? What does this mean? Why did he write this?
Well, I think he wrote it because it's what he authentically believes, and I think he's probably trying to inspire African Americans to have a more open mind about politics and to be less demonizing of people we disagree with and understand that we're all flawed. Our president is flawed, but that doesn't mean it's an effective strategy to write that person off or to write that side of politics off. And so I just think Kanye's being true to himself and trying to open African Americans' mind that in all things, competition is good. My background is sports, and competition is what takes you to a higher level. There's no competition for the black vote right now,
right.
And there has been none for 50 or 60 years. I think we should look around at other ethnic groups and other groups of people. They make people compete for their votes, and politics tend to help them and move them forward while we're not experiencing the same thing.
Right. Well, any group that feels under attack tends to kind of retreat into a defensive posture, and you see this in not just African-American voters, but other groups too, this exact same phenomenon. But I totally agree it's not helpful. What's the risk that he runs in saying this? It seems like kind of, even for a famous guy like Kanye West, it seems like kind of a fraught position to take. I mean, is he not going to be punished for this? Can you say this?
He's certainly going to be punished over social media, and it does not surprise me that he's lost a bunch of Twitter followers or IG followers or social media followers, because much of social media is rigged to support far left-wing thought. And if you stray, particularly as an African American, from the talking points that the left-wing, far left-wing side wants you to, they're going to extract a penalty for you having thoughts that they haven't approved. Again, Kanye's a free thinker. He always has been. His music has always been open to a lot of different interpretation and just ideas. I think he's just being consistent and true to himself and, again, trying to inspire people.
So, really quickly, we're hearing from Twitter that he actually didn't lose 9 million followers with some glitch. Apparently, I don't understand it. But quickly, you're hearing people say, well, he must have a mental illness. What do you think of that explanation?
I think it's ridiculous, and I think it, again, goes to us as African Americans, and social media has so convinced us that liberal means pro-black and conservative means anti-black, that's how we interpret things. Oh, my God, Kanye has said things that are conservative or any conservative values. He expressed support for Candace Owens over social media, and we've been trained to anything conservative, that means anti-black. And again, if we just looked critically and really understood our history, that's just not the case. A lot of our values are conservative. A lot of the people in our community that have made great strides and had Martin Luther King, very conservative values. The entire movement was very conservative, but somehow we've changed that, and you would think it was the most far left-wing movement in the world, and that's how we got here through liberalism. And again, I'm not a political partisan. I don't participate in politics. I'm a journalist and I'm an observer. Observing us, speaking as a journalist, not as an African American, our strategy is flawed by just giving away our allegiance to one side. And I think Kanye, out of concern for African Americans, is trying to say this is a flawed strategy that is actually making us go backwards rather than forward.
It's a pretty bold move.